Doctors of the future. Doctors of the future.
Hello my students, hello my subscribers of my channel Doctors of the Future or your channel. I hope for all of you good health and good days. Today I return to you in a new video. Now I will explain for all of you about the anatomy of the human body, especially the skeletal system, for especially is the skull. Before I will explain for all of you about the skull or about the anatomy in the general, maybe found many questions that you didn't ask it why I'm study the anatomy. Simply, number one, to know the parts of the human body. Number two, to know the landmarks of the human body. Number three, to find or locate the organ of the human body. Number four, in as US ultrasound. In ultrasound, when you make a Doppler for the human body, you know when to put the Doppler to make the on the such as on the kidney, such as on the liver, or such as on the gallbladder, to know where you put the hand of the Doppler. So you must know where is the organ, so you must know the anatomy. Okay? Number five, when you make an ECG, electrocardiogram, so you must when to put the electrolyte such C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6. So you must know the chest well. So you must know the landmarks. So you must know all the heart where is found, the apex of the heart where is, the base of the heart where is located. So you must know the anatomy. Okay. So on the sixth thing, when you put as device for human body, such as Foley catheter, when you put a Foley catheter, you must know the urethra and the prostate and the urinary bladder and where is this Foley catheter enter. Not from the truth, you put Foley catheter and you not know this Foley catheter where is it go or where is it went. Okay, and for example only when you make a chest tube, يعني that mean intertracheal tube. That mean intertracheal tube. When you put intertracheal tube to the lung, when you make a laceration this in the front of the pharyngeal here, epimanubrium here, just beneath the larynx, in this notch, suprasternal notch here, you must make laceration and put the endotracheal tube. So you must know the anatomy. If you not know anatomy, how you will put this endotracheal tube in the chest? So answer me, how? Also, when you put an NG tube, nasogastric tube, when you put nasogastric tube, you must know the esophagus and also the stomach where is, and also you must know the head of the patient, make tilted into the upward or make tilted it to the downward, and why. This depends on the anatomy. You must study it previously before you enter in the situations or this procedures or this interventions. Okay. So the anatomy is very, very important for students of College of Medicine first year, of College of Dentistry first year, also College of Pharmacy first year, College of Nursing first year. All this medical group college very, very want and need the anatomy. So if you ask why I study anatomy, this is the answers. Okay. And also when you make a CPR, when you make chest pulmonary CPR from chest pulmonary resuscitation or cardiopulmonary resuscitation, CPR, C from cardio, P from pulmonary, R from resuscitation. So the resuscitation of the heart and lung. CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation. When you make CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation, you must know when you will put your hands. So the hands make it up or down the chest. So you must know the landmarks. That means you know previously the anatomy of the chest or skeleton system. And you must know the lung where, you must know the heart where located in the human body or in the chest. For an example also, when you take the pulse from the heart, a pickup pulse, when you will put your stethoscope, so must find the landmarks and the anatomy. When you put your stethoscope on the intestine of the digestive system, when you will put the stethoscope to listen about the sounds of intestinal sounds, you must know where you can put the stethoscope because you must, that means you previously know the anatomy of the digestive system well, okay? Also in gynecological as obstetric or as surgeries, when you make an opening, when you make a laceration in the forceps of the surgeon, you must know where is the you make. So for an example, when you make an obstetric but cesarean section, when you will start to make a vertical laceration on the abdomen, you must know the uterus where it located. So that means previously you know the anatomy, okay? So many things that anatomy is very, very useful. Also the anatomy is useful when you take a pulse from the apical pulse or from the brachial, from the carotid, from the radial, from the ulnar, from the femoral, from the popliteal. So all this is very, very useful in anatomy. So you must know the arteries that beneath the veins are superficial. So all this is very, very important. So now we will start to explain for all of you about the skull. This is the skull of the human body. This is the side of the skull. This is the behind of the skull. This is also the left side of the skull. So this is the skull of the human body. As a joke, this is skull laughing. Said ha 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 ha. For as a joke only. So we start today. Now I want to explain thing. What's meaning of the skull or what's meaning of the cranium? Oh, this is very, very, very useful. All this that found on the brain, all these bones that's found and protect the brain, all these bones called cranium.
Cranium.
Okay, but all the bones that found and protect the brain and also protect the face itself called skull. So all this called skull, but all this called cranium. So if you want to know what's the difference between cranium and what's the difference between skull. Cranium, that means closely found and circulate and around the brain. That means protect the brain only. This called the cranium. But skull, that means also, I think you now know the difference between the skull and the cranium. So anything of bone that surround the brain only called cranium.
Cranium. Cranium. Cranium.
All bones that surround the brain and also the face called skull. Okay? This is the difference between skull and cranium. All this called what? Called skull. All this called cranium. So here here the brain. Okay, here for an example the brain. So these bones surround the brain called cranium. This is the cranium. All of them is called cranium. But all bones that surround the cranium and also surround the face of the human body called the skull. So all this called the skull. But this that surround the brain called the cranium. Okay. After this video, I'll explain for all of you the part of the skull of the human body. But this video, I explained for all of you, number one, why I study the anatomy. You as a student ask this, so I answered this for you. Number two, I explained very important thing for you and the difference between skull and cranium. This is very, very, very confused. Many students around the world have a confusion from why, from what, from the not know the skull from the cranium. So he think that the skull is the same the cranium, and he think the cranium is the same as skull. So this is a wrong way. No, not the skull, not the cranium, and the cranium, not the skull. Not the skull, not the cranium, and the cranium, not the skull. So you must know this song. This song must you save it in your mind. The skull not the cranium, and the cranium, not the skull. This is as a song. You must save it in your mind. So, if you want to study well the medicine and the anatomy, okay, you must first, as well, the difference between skull and the cranium. So when doctor asked you, said what's the meaning of the skull, you said the all bone that surround the brain and the face. When asked you the doctor what's the definition of cranium, you said the part of skull that surround the brain only. So you're in the safe side. So thank you for listening to this video. I hope my explanations was well, and I hope also my explanation was properly to you. Thank you for listening to this video. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also to activate the ring button of my channel. Also left a comment beneath this video and also make a like for this video. And very important thing is you to share my link of this video around the world in your own personal page in Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Telegram, or in the medical group in the Facebook. But as you want, I am not compel you. So thank you to listening to this video. Thank you very much. Goodbye.